All right. I am Ras Shorty I.
And we are the Love Circle.
And we want to wish God's blessings to
CultureShare.
Stay up.
Say crazy! 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 All who love Trinbago, say la la le, la la lo. All who love Trinbago, say la la le, la la lo. Say crazy! 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 Let me wait for Trinbago! Wait for Trinbago! Wave your rag! Wave your rag! Let me heat up the place! Let me heat up the place! Wave your rag! With the drum! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Celebration time in the city! Everybody! Wave your rag! Wave your rag! Jubilation for everybody! Wave your rag! Wave your rag! Soca music jamming! Masai Radon, better days are coming. Come on, come on, come on. Carnival is bacchanal. Run, 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 run away. Carnival is bacchanal. Jump, 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 jump away. Let me heat up. Where you run? Where you run? Where you run? Let me jump. Let me jump. Let me jump. Run like a madman, race like a nut, jump like a stallion, race on your butt. Let me heat up the place. Let me jump. Let me heat up the place. Let me jump. 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 Carnival, bacchanal. Jump away. Carnival is bacchanal.
Yes, the lovable lunatic in the background there. Carnival is bacchanal. Well, it's time once again to put all of your inhibitions aside. Free up yourself. Be happy. Because this is the time to do such on TV. For the next hour, we're sure to make you want to get more than the hour. But we'll settle for 60 minutes for now, okay? This is CultureShare, and I am Harold PYSADEE. We're gonna rock you, so stick with us. And we'll be paying a visit to one of the greatest inventors of music in our time. A visit to his home later on in the program. But for now, we're gonna settle for the king of the dance hall. He calls himself Iowa George for 95 in Brooklyn. Do the Iowa.
Let me go. Anyhow you whine,
Wine, wine.
a whine is a whine. Anyhow you whine, whine up is a whine. Oh, hey yo mama. I make a whine, girl. I make a whine, boy. I make a whine, girl. I make a whine, boy. Girl, come again. Put your hand in the air. Only if somebody scream. Let me know. On a bam, bam. Sugar boom boom time, all of them do wine. On a bam bam, hey, stop. They close the party bunny bamba, they close the party bunny bamba, they close the party bunny bamba, they close the bar right. On a bam bam, hey, on a bam bam, on a bam bam, on a bam bam. Let me go. Anyhow you wine, wine, a wine is a wine, wine. Anyhow you wine, wine long is a wine, wine. Oh, hey, your mama. Make a wine, girl. Make a wine, boy. Make a wine, girl. Make a wine, boy. Come. Come again. Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. Put it up. Put it up. On a bam bam. So that jamming in the place. Time for man to praise on a bam bam. Man could take your girl away if you cannot stay. Don't care what Ras Shorty say. Them guys are the days to play. Don't let them confuse your mind. Tell about we go wine. Hey, mister. Make close the party bunny bamba. Make close the party bunny bamba. Make close the party bunny bamba. Make close the party ride on a bam. Hey, on a bam. On a yo, wine up.
Wine, wine.
Wine up is a wine up.
Wine, wine.
Oh, oh, hey, yo, mama.
Oh, oh.
Make a wine, girl.
Oh, oh.
Make a wine,
Oh, oh.
Make a wine, Hands up. Let me ask you a question.
Soca man Iowa George on a Bam Bam CultureShare, keeping you happy. Well, from Iowa, we're gonna go to a Kaiso heavyweight. This is a man who is no stranger to the big yard, has made it on many occasions to the Calypso finals in TNT with his magnificent presence on stage. I'm talking about Kelvin Pope. We know him as the Mighty Duke. Well, here he is at the finals 1995 at the Marshgra in TNT with a vintage Kaiso Get Alive.
I need some help with this one. Minding people business. Sing with me. Some people are spending life minding people business. What they like is making strife. Minding people business. Gossip, gossip every day. Lord, you go swear they getting paid for minding. Tell them, get alive. Get alive. Get alive of your own and leave people business alone. Get alive. Tell them, get alive. Tell your neighbor, get alive of your own. Never leave your business alone. Maybe such a man-in-law.
Minding people business.
And then she husband leave she for.
Minding people business.
Dirty wears pack up like bunks.
Minding people business.
But she sit down like Goldilocks.
Minding people business.
Tell them, get alive. Tell them,
Get alive.
tell your neighbor, get alive of your own. Never leave my business alone.
Get alive.
You must tell them, get alive. Tell your neighbor, get alive of your own. I say leave my business alone. They know all you did,
What I
who
do.
you sleeping with.
What I do.
They know who you owe,
What I do.
how much you borrow.
What I do.
They know where you shop,
What I do.
who fridge you full up.
What I do.
They know your whole life,
What I do.
who loving your wife.
What I do.
Get alive, tell them, get alive, tell your neighbor, get alive of your own. Never leave my business alone.
Get alive.
You must tell them,
Get alive.
tell them, get alive of your own. I say leave my business alone. Oh, G.B.T.V, and my ding dong 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 dong. Ding dong. Cynthia leave she house to clean.
Minding people business.
Go on by she neighbor Josephine.
Minding people business.
All she bread in the oven bun.
Minding people business.
As she here come where she gone.
Minding people business.
Tell them, get alive. Get alive. Get alive of your own. I say leave my business alone.
Get alive.
Let me hear you say,
Get alive.
tell them, get alive of your own. I say leave my business alone. Big Calypsonian too.
Minding people business.
All the names I could give to you.
Minding people business.
But lawyer fee I can't afford.
Minding people business.
It's three mighty and one Lord.
Minding people business.
Tell them, get alive. Get alive. Get alive. I own. I say leave my business alone.
Get alive.
You must tell them, look, get alive. Tell them, get alive of your own. Never leave my business alone. They know all you do,
What I
who
do.
you doing it to.
What I do.
They have done your file,
What I do.
which shall not be child.
What I do.
They know where you are,
What I do.
how much you borrow.
What I do.
They know as you're gone,
What I do.
no man does get on.
What I do.
Get alive, tell them,
Get alive.
tell your neighbor
Get alive.
of your own. Never leave my business alone.
Get alive.
Let me hear you say,
Get alive.
tell them from today, get alive of your own. Or they leave my business alone. Let me hear you say, tell them from today, get alive of your own. I say leave my business, get alive. Tell them, get alive of your own. I say leave my business alone. Let me hear you say,
Get alive.
tell them from today. of your own. Mr. Leave my business alone. Tell them, get a life. Tell them, get a life of your own. I say leave my business alone. Get a life. Let me hear you say. Tell them from today, get a life of your own. Mr. Leave my business alone. Get a life. Tell them, get a life. Tell them, get a life of your own. Or you leave my business alone. Get a life. Tell them, get a life. Tell them, get a life of your own. Or you leave my business alone. Get a life. Tell them, get a life. Tell them, get a life.
Yes, the Makume Kaisonian Mighty Duke, get a life of your own and leave people business alone. You remember when you used to mind people business, gentle?
I never did.
That's not what I heard though. That's another story. But by the way, this doctor called the patient and he said, Errol, I finally get a diagnosis at the blood test. You want the good news first? Errol say, okay, give me the good news. The good news is that you only have 3 weeks to live. Well, Errol say, well, if that is the good news, where's the bad news? The doctor say, well, the bad news is that I should have tell you that about 2 weeks ago.
Across the byways and everywhere that you go, people smiling outwardly, but inwardly prop in sorrow. Every day they cry for help, but this is all in vain. No one cares to lend a hand to help them ease their pain. I'm your brother, you're my sister. Yes, we are each other's keeper.
Yes, we could learn a lot from the children. Yes, children cannibal. Children cannibal. Yes, so much to admire about them. Children cannibal, oh Lord. Children cannibal. They're young and they're ready. They're full of energy. They work with endless enthusiasm. Get ready to follow.
Big news flash on TV. A hurricane approaching TNT. Bacchanal, boy, this carnival. Man, woman, and child get jumpy. They say it, but I can love the country. Lord, boy, this carnival. I am a partner, Tommy say. So me hitting, we know where. Girl, I going down St. James and Spence.
You are in charge of your life. I never look back, look ahead. Never say right to your bed. Children, I see the trouble on. I see the trouble on. I say the trouble on.
Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be first. Well, there's no reason why anyone should curse Ras Shorty I for inventing soca music, the dance music of Kaiso. Did he think that soca would be what it is today? Well, we'll soon find out. Back in the late 60s and early 1970s, Ras Shorty I was known as Lord Shorty, the love man, the sex machine, the ladies' man of Calypso, and he graced the stage with his earthly presence and thrilled the hearts of the lady, much to the envy of all of the men. Well, shockingly to the world of Calypso, Lord Shorty dropped that image, found Jesus Christ, took his family away from society, the hustle and bustle of society in Trinidad, and settled in Preparo, teaching the word of Jesus Christ to his family, an inspiration he would be the first man to tell you he got from the great one above. Well, let's go back to when Ras Shorty I was Lord Shorty, and this is how he was then with one of his biggest hits.
Never living like strangers with neighbors. No love, sir, for one another.
keep it live on from generation to generation to generation. Sing oh, shanty oh, shanty shanty oh.
Well, that image is no more, and Lord Shorty is no more. Today he's known as Ras Shorty I. Well, it was Carnival Monday in Trinidad, and the CultureShare team enjoyed the best of the carnival season. And the plan that day was we're going to check out the Ras Shorty I and have some good times at home, meet the family, talk with the Ras Shorty I, get some entertainment from the family, and then go back to San Fernando to get some of the carnival action. Well, little did we know then that getting back to San Fernando for carnival would have been an impossibility, because it was a grueling task to try to find the Ras Shorty I. It was roads upon roads, turning lefts upon lefts, moving rights upon rights, and still couldn't find the Ras Shorty I. You went up that way, somebody say go up so and turn so. When you turn so, they say now go up past 2 mango tree and go so. And it was a hectic. And the sun down there, it was scorching. So it wasn't easy. So what we're going to do now is to look at 3 tired men who think they know where they're going, but they're only fooling themselves.
Right now we're on Johnstone Road. This is south of Trinidad. This is no usual South Trinidad. This is deep south. And the calamity, well, first of all, let me tell you, this is Rolf Warner of G.B.T.V. And this is executive producer Gentle Ben, also of G.B.T.V. And the calamity here is that we're looking to find Ras Shorty I. And right now I'm telling you, we really prefer to jump in a river and take a river bath. But, Rolfie, how are you?
This is our most interesting exercise. We've been going for the better part of 2 hours, and we've been getting all kind of wrong directions, and we're still struggling. We think that
like go around the corner, down so and make a right.
A whole bunch of that. We've been trying to obey these instructions, and all to some futile ends.
As a matter of fact, Gentry, just up the road there, we were trying to pick a ghost proof from a woman tree, and what she say?
Hey!
That reminds you when you was a little boy in Grenville and you go to Tiva Mango.
Tiva Mango, a golden apple. Zabuka or something.
Hey! It take off like a jet, right? Anyway, we have Earl. We have the driver in the back here.
Well, I have to admit that my thoughts began to get a little disoriented then. You know, the dotishness started to step in. It was grueling. And we began to get a little disappointed too, fearing that we may not get to eventually see and experience the company of the Ras Shorty I and the family. Well, it was grueling, but we were keeping the faith.
Burning the midnight oil, recreating something from nothing. Now it reached maturity and gained popularity. Some of them claim it is their own thing, but I'll show us truth.
Well, the good Lord was with us that Carnival Monday in Preparo. We finally made it onto the compound of the Ras Shorty I.
You see, who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall never curse. He shall be number 1. He shall be first.
Let's hear that. What was I going to do? Stand up? And gain no chance. Right, it's kind of like time.
Oh my God.
Right. Right.
And we started our journey to enter the house of the Ras Shorty I. The goodly lady accompanying us is Abby Blackman, the daughter of Ras Shorty I, who incidentally made it just a few years ago to the finals of the Calypso competition at the Marsh Gras in the Big Yard, Queen's Park, Savannah. She was a charming hostess with a lovely smile on her face and making sure that we were well taken care of. And there we are about to enter. A little nervous, I must admit, in anticipation of what was about to happen in meeting the inventor of soca music. Of course, we had to respect the wishes of the house and de-shoe ourselves, so to speak. Gentle just met the wife of Ras Shorty I as she's about to make a reacquaintance with an old friend in G.B.T.V's Rolf Warner, who is from Trinidad. And the driver, Rayburn, shakes a hand, and this is the man himself, as he is today, Ras Shorty I. Well, after a word of prayer and other formalities, Ras Shorty I and the Love Circle got together to do some renditions exclusively for CultureShare. One of their songs they did is one called Wake Up My Children, a classic composed by the Ras Shorty I. Well, here is this, truly unplugged for CultureShare.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. We're going to sing it again.
Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. We have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
Oh, I give you my counsel because I want to see all you young people live righteously. What you feed your mind with forms your characteristics and shape the path that you must walk tomorrow. Darkness or glow, joy or sorrow, that's why I'm concerned. So watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Oh, you are young, and your future is ahead of you. Right or wrong, sweet or sour, depends on what you do. Taking the wrong direction will drain your constitution and promote mental chaos and confusion. Then corruption will be in a man, and that is not God's plan. So watch out, my children. Oh, watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Let me talk to my children in Germany. Pass auf, meine Kinder. Pass auf, meine Kinder. Da ist jemand, der heißt Lucifer, hat einen Sugar mit weißem Pudel. Aber wählt ein Gesicht nicht für den, denn bringt den Menschen nur Schlechtes. And to my Spanish-speaking children, cuidado mis hijos, cuidado mis hijos. Hay un hombre que se llama Lucifer con una bolsa de polvo blanco. Y él no quiere envolver tu cara, pero para traer pena y desgracia para la raza humana. How about my French-speaking children? Attention mes enfants, attention mes enfants. Il y a quelqu'un appelé Lucifer avec un sachet de poudre blanche. Et il ne veut pas se poudrer le visage, mais apporter un détresse à la resume. To my chubby children, e come bachalo, e kinsan, e sa shaking head, uska base tana pomrata. Oh, this roto powder in the hilikata hair, manishita kanam, varye ekvanuma, dabna. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human.
A family that prays together, stays together. Ras Shorty I and the Love Circle exclusively on CultureShare. Well, the time came for Ras Shorty I and myself to engage in conversation. And of course, Ras Shorty I is the inventor of soca music. So I began by asking the Ras, what is his mission today for soca?
What I'm seeking to do with the music is to bring it into a way of life. That the music could glorify God as well as the life glorify God. Not just you sing something about God and you don't live what you sing. So I'm trying to combine the two as a way of life. I believe that has more power.
Eddie Grant made a statement saying that he was the inventor of soca back in 1970 when he sang Black Skin, Blue-Eyed Boy. I was talking with Chogdas just last year and he refuted that adamantly. Now, let me hear it from the horse's mouth.
Well, I mean, if Chogdas could do that, how much more for me? Eddie Grant knows absolutely nothing about soca. What Eddie Grant said he did was combine soul with calypso. That is not soca. Soca is a combination of East Indian and African rhythms. The beginning of the whole thing was the purpose of soca in the 70s, as a matter of fact, is about anywhere around 69 to 70. But the purpose was to bring the East Indian and the Africans in Trinidad together.
So there was a combination of the two main rhythmic structures in Trinidad to create a sound that would be totally Trinidad, and let us call it a Douglas rhythm, so to speak. And it is not soul as American soul, but the soul of Trinidad, the soul of Calypso, the inner man, the depth, the beauty of Trinidad that has come out into the music, not American soul and Calypso. That's a total misunderstanding, wrong definition and everything.
You mentioned East Indian as one of the mixtures in the music. Would you do Indrani today?
No, I would prefer to do...
But you understand where I'm coming from?
No, you see, let me tell you, Indrani was that, it all started with Indrani, right, in 1971. It began with that idea. What happened in 1971 when I did Indrani, I recorded it in 1972 for 1973. I tried to combine the East Indian rhythm and the African rhythm together. I didn't have a name, but I knew I had something. The following year, I did my first album called The Love Man. And I did all the songs on the album, 10 songs on the album with the Dolak. And everybody started to condemn me. Oh, I'm trying to play Indian, I'm trying to mix the Indian music with the Calypso and it can't work and da. So the album failed in sales. So what I did the following year, all right, in 1974 when I went back to the studio, I did Endless Vibration. I took the rhythmic structure from the Dolak and I put it on the drum set. So that nobody could say, I'm doing Indian music. So I just take the accent, put it on the drum set, and then I get a name and I say, Soka, S-O-K-A-H. The K-A-H represents the East Indian influence. What happened with the spelling is that a guy called Ivor Ferreira, who was writing a thing for the Punch or somebody, he spelled it S-O-K-A. And I didn't fight it. I just left the S-O-C-A,
right.
Okay, S-O-C-A as against S-O-K-A-H. It felt okay, so I had no problem with that. For me, it was a matter of rhythmic structure and not just a spelling. As long as it's conveyed soca, the soul of Calypso, not soul and Calypso.
The soca music today, jump and wave, jump up and wave, jump and wave. Ever in your wildest dreams did you envision that this is where the soca music would reach?
No, I didn't at all. As a matter of fact, I believe what God has done for me is take me out of it in 1977 when it began going in that direction. When we had Savage from Maestro and Sugar Boom Boom from Kitchener. That's when I came out of the whole thing. God has put me in a place where I can show people where soca ought to have gone. So when you listen to songs like Watch Out My Children, like Who God Bless, like Om Shanti, and some of the pieces that my children do, and you know that soca had a different direction to go and is going into a different direction. Regardless of what the world say, I know what I'm doing. And since I am the inventor of the music, I know that I can take it where it's supposed to go. And that's what we are doing here in Sparrow. We have a workshop in this home, and we are building the music. What we are doing today is called Jamu, J-A-M-O-O. Jehovah's music, because that's what I believe soca is all about. The soul of Calypso is now blessed with the Spirit of God in the music. So now we have Jehovah's music, Jamu, that is born again soca.
Ras Shorty I on CultureShare. We'll continue that interview with the Ras Shorty I and music from Shorty I and the Love Circle next time on CultureShare. Stay with us. Right now we're gonna go to the Calypso King of the World, the mighty Sparrow, and he has a message. Birdie?
Well, if a woman ready and she out for blade, and the man lay down there, he can make the grade. Leave him. I tell you, leave him. If he says to you, baby, I ain't in the mood, you don't need no fool who refuse your food. Leave him. What you gonna do? Leave him. Why? Because he ain't no kind of man at all. No kind of man at all. I hope you know and you're strong and you're built for speed. And this fool can give you the thing you need. What? If you're drinking tonic for days and days and no time at all, the dead carry. He had no kind of man at all. He had no kind of man at all. I hope you know you only wasting your time with him, and he's so damn ugly. He had no kind of man at all. He had no kind of man at all. Come on, baby, enjoy yourself. If he hurry to start and he quick to done and he only got one bullet in the gun, leave him. You hear me? Leave him. But if he swear by the cross that he love you so, make him kneel down and kiss it in front the door and then leave him. Make it dead. Leave him. He ain't no kind of man at all. He ain't no kind of man at all. I hope you know you only wasting your time with him with the damn big belly. He ain't no kind of man at all. He ain't no kind of man at all. Come on, baby, enjoy yourself with me. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
The mighty Sparrow. That's a wrap for you this week. Join us again same time next time around. Till then, say a prayer for the children and be good to your neighbor. I am Harold.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, to happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. We're going to sing it again.
Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. We have a fella called Lucifer
my counsel, because I want to see all you young people live righteously. What you feed your mind with forms your character